Good morning, YouTube. It's Cherise here, and it is 9:52 a.m. I have to be at work at 11:30. And I thought I'd do a get ready with me holiday season edition. Dun dun dun. So, as you guys know, today is, what is today? The 28th? Yeah. It's Saturday, the 28th of November, and I just got out of the shower, so that's why my hair is wet. But I'm going to go ahead and do my edges on camera and have a little get ready with me. So, let me talk about something that has been giving me so much life this Thanksgiving Black Friday weekend, and it is coffee. But it's not just any coffee, it's a specific kind of coffee that one of my roommates had sitting in our little Keurig K-cup holder stand thing. And it is called Ripafrata? 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 I don't think I'm saying that right. Ripafrata. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's like their breakfast blend, and I even have my last K-cup that I used to show you. The one from yesterday. The one from this morning is still in there. And I have my coffee. That's what I'm drinking. That's what I'll be drinking in this video. But I'm like taking a break from like going to Starbucks because I need to save up my cafe cash, which is like our meal plan that we have here at Winthrop, for like the rest of the year, and I don't want to spend it on Starbucks, and I don't really need coffee. It's actually not that great for me since I am lactose intolerant. I don't really need the coffee and the stuff that they put in at Starbucks, but straight coffee I'm okay with. So I just put some gel on my edges. You guys know how I like to do. I just like for my edges to be nice and smooth. It just helps to like clean up the look and make it look fresher and newer. So I'm using Eco Styler Crystal Gel, just the clear one that I keep in my room for when I refresh my hair in my room. If I'm running late or my roommate really just needs to get into the bathroom, just to make our lives easier. So that's that. And the rest just needs to air dry, and of course I'll fluff it with a pick later. Again, this is just Eco Styler Crystal. It's one of the little mini tubs I traveled with actually last Thanksgiving. So I've had that gel for like a year. I think that little container gel. I'm pretty sure that's the one I took last Thanksgiving. Maybe. I've had it for a year. I've had it since the summer. One of those. But yeah, I love this coffee. Again, this is what it looks like. It's really, really good. Used by 10 to 2016. That's next year. Once it gets towards the end of the year, I get my gears confused. But, so this is going to be get ready with me. So I've already cleansed my face, but I wanted to show you the toner that I've been using that I really have been loving, and I need to buy another one. This is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Stress Control Triple Action Micro Clear Technology Toner with salicylic and acne treatment. And I really, really have been enjoying this toner, and literally it does make a difference. Like within one day, I can see a difference. I can see a difference like when I'm breaking out and I like exfoliate to open up the pores and kind of burst whatever pimples or whatever. To pop all the pimples, I'll exfoliate them like extra roughly, which I guess isn't the best for my skin, but that's what I like to do. And then after that, when they're open and they're still kind of bleeding, I'll apply this toner on, which of course burns like crazy, but helps them shrink in size significantly. And I just apply it to a little cotton ball or a cotton pad. And I just like to use this. I don't use it every day, but just when I feel like my skin is breaking out. I probably should start using it every day, but I just really just use it when I have breakouts and a couple days after, which I'm in the stage of getting rid of this breakout on my chin. I had like one large pimple on my chin. All the rest are kind of gone. Thank you, Lord. I hope that my acne stays gone through until next week, Tuesday. Study day. They can come back for study day. We're entering the last week of classes coming up, and I have so many things to do, so I've been trying to work on them, but I'm just so tired after work. I'm not really motivated to get into academia when I get off work. I just want to relax and watch YouTube or Netflix, which, oops. Wow, this just fell underneath my dresser. Ugh. Which brings me to, I got all caught up on the Fosters, and now I'm in the process of catching up on Switched at Birth. I was like 5 episodes behind on the Fosters, which I think they only have 3 seasons on Netflix, so I need to finish up all of season 3. And I'm finishing up, what is it, season 4 of Switched at Birth, and I have like 10 episodes to go. Something like that, 9 to 10 episodes still, because there's more in Switched at Birth than there is in the Fosters. But I really do enjoy both those shows. I really don't keep up with much TV, because you guys know I don't have a TV. So there's only a couple shows that I really like, and those happen to be 2 of them. Alright, so I've got my gels, my edges gel, I've got my face tone. I'm just going to kind of let that dry into my skin. And I'm going to try out my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation today, not using a primer, because when I tried it with the Cover FX primer with acne treatment, it didn't work out so good. Those two were not very compatible. It may be because I use so much moisturizer underneath. So I'm going to try it on my skin how it is, which my skin isn't dry. Yeah, it's not dry, but it's not like extra soft and moisturized like when I use my extra care cream or castor oil or anything like that. And I think that may help the foundation work better, because I know it definitely helped my Cover FX primer work better, because I wore that primer my LeBron's James look with that Maybelline Better Skin Foundation, and it worked so good and it looked so nice throughout the day. But I do think I'm going to get the Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer. I'm only like $25 away. It's like $25 or $27 away from being a VIB, and that's one of the things I plan to purchase the next time I go, is that Makeup Forever Step 1. Alright, so let's go in with this foundation, which you do not need a lot of. I wish there was a better way for me to like spread it out all over the face. But you really don't need a lot at all. I'm trying to like target my problem areas, like I'm using this like a concealer, you know, or something like that. That's what I'm trying to do. And again, I have the color 80 in this Makeup Forever Matte Velvet. And as you can see, I'm not applying very much at all. I'm applying just a little bit, kind of like a concealer. And I'm going to blend it out using my pink beauty blender, which is one you haven't seen me use in a while. Alright, you can see that I have a few dots all around the face, and this is the pink beauty blender. I have a new pink beauty blender, but I don't want to open it yet. And it is damp. As you can see, instant flawless coverage with very little product. A little bit really does go a long way. And as you can see, it is a little bit darker than my skin. That's okay. I'm actually going to try setting this using a little bit of that Makeup Forever powder. The actual matte, the Duo Matte powder from Makeup Forever, just to see if those two work well together, like what will happen. If it won't get as shiny as it did the last time I wore this foundation. Just to see what it works best with. And one thing I've been loving about working in retail this holiday season is that it has forced me to become, it's allowed my creative side to come out. Because I'm trying to create so many holiday looks using green and red and gold. I'm excited for today's look, which I don't think will have any red. And if it does, it'll be a very small amount on the bottom lash line, but it's mostly going to be green and gold, and I'm excited because I'm using a shadow that I really, really love and haven't used in a while. Alright, so I've applied a little bit all over my face, and you can see that it gave me pretty even, flawless coverage. Except for some of my imperfections are still showing through. So I'm going to add just a little bit more to those areas. Which should be good, like a dot is enough. Which is really just my cheeks and a little bit right in between the eyes. I think the foundation likes this much better too, just being applied basically directly on my skin. And the powder I'm going to use today is, ooh, I love that this foundation is water resistant because my hair is dripping. What else is new? Right? Alright, so I'm going to use my L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible powder to set the center of my face, which I'm going to do first, and then I'm going to set the perimeter of my face lightly using the Makeup Forever Duo Matte in the color 218, which is chocolate, which I love to wear on its own as just a powder only foundation, which I haven't done in a while. Alright, so as you can see, this is like super blendable, super fast to apply, and it matches my body skin tone really nice, like the deepest parts of my body, really nice. Alright. So now onto the powder. We're going in with the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible in the color 700 Classic Tan, which is the second to darkest shade, or the next to darkest shade. And we are going to take a flat top brush from Coastal Scents. And we are just going to press this into the skin. You guys already know. You already know. And I'm focusing on the areas where I get most oily, which is my brows, my forehead, the sides of my nose. And for skin, I think I'm thinking about keeping the skin super simple today. That's kind of been my thing as of late, except for that one day when I did the super glam foundation routine. I think I'm just going to go in with some bronzer. I might mix my bronzer and contour together on the same brush and buff in circular motions because I don't feel like doing like a super chiseled face today. Alright, so I'm just applying this powder in those oily areas, pressing it into the skin, as you can see. And it instantly has mattified. my face. And honestly, I kind of don't want to set the rest of my face with anything. Just to see how this foundation really holds up and performs. But I love the way that my T-zone is looking. Alright, so that's it for that part of powder. I'm not going to use any makeup forever doing that. So we'll see how this performs together, how these two products like each other. Moving on to blush, bronzer slash contour. I'm going to mix the two together. And the two that I'm going to mix together are going to be the CoverGirl Queen Ebony Bronze Bronzer, which looks like this. Y'all already know this is like a YouTube favorite in the colored YouTube community. I don't feel bad for saying colored. Women of color, colored. If that offends you, I'm sorry. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. Some people find it like super old-fashioned, which makes it seem more offensive, but I don't think so. I'm going to mix that with my Black Radiance Contour in Rich Mahogany, if I can find it. There we go. Which looks like this. I've hit pan on both of these products. I've hit pan on a lot of my makeup. So first I'm going to take the, oh, and this is a BH Cosmetics 113. It's like a domed brush that can be used for anything, really. It's a really nice brush. I really like it. So first I took the bronzer, and now I'm going into the contour shade. Just mixing those both on here. I'm just kind of buffing it right in the holes in my cheek, slash right on the bone in circular motions. Like so. See how it adds that little bit of color, warmth right there. So now I'm gonna load up my brush again and do the same thing to the other side. Sometimes when I say we, like, so today we are gonna do this, sometimes I think that makes it sound like I'm pregnant, which I'm not pregnant. Like we, like me and a baby. But when I say we, I mean like me and you, because I think that we're doing our makeup together. In my head, just thought I should clarify. Believe in me, if I were pregnant right now, I would be getting all the extra sleep I could get. I would be doing my Hurricane and Chill makeup tutorial every day, and all I would do is change my lip color because that's all I would feel like I'd have the time and the energy for. Alright, so we've got our little bronzer contour powder duo on the cheeks. I'm going to do the same mixture and apply a little bit of that to my contour headband. That's what I'm going to call it. My contour headband area. Right up here next to my hairline, which is very wet from me being in the shower and refreshing my wash and go. We're going to apply some of this up here. You already know. People always compliment my skin. They're like, oh my gosh, you have such pretty face skin. And that really makes me feel good when I'm at work because I mean, like, I say this all the time, like, I don't really have bad skin. I have scarred skin now. I do get breakouts every now and then, a lot frequently, more so lately than in the past like couple years. But I'm doing my nose now, by the way, using the same mixture. But I have worked really hard to get the skin that I have, and I'm thankful for makeup to cover up the scars from the past, because that's not what I want people to focus on when they look at me, is my scars from my past acne. But yeah, it really makes me feel good when people talk about how beautiful my skin is, and I try hard and I work really hard to maintain the skin that I have and to prevent further damage to it. Because anybody who has known me my whole life, or like MIZZOU, who has known me since 7th grade, knows that I've had really good acne. But being darker, it kind of does mask it. At least a lot of people couldn't really tell that I had acne, because when I lived in Hawaii, I was very, 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 very deep. Like, my skin was, how do I say this? Like, you know how people say that somebody was like so black that they look blue? Well, like the skin on my arms, like on my face, was like that dark. I was that dark when I was that young, so it is harder to see, like, I guess, texture on the skin. But technically, if you're darker, it makes your muscles and stuff more defined, so I don't get it. I don't know, like, people just would ask me, like, I'll never forget this one girl, Trisha, whom I love. I've always loved Trisha. She's actually a mother of 2 now, or is it 3? 2 or 3. She just had a baby girl. She has 2 sons and a daughter, and she also works at Sephora. And I think she lives in Hawaii or in California, over on the west side of our country. And I'll never forget, she was just like, she had got like her first pimple or whatever, and she came to me and she was like, Cherise, do you even get acne? Do you even break out? And I was like, yes. And she was like, but you can't really tell because, you know, your skin is so nice and dark. And I was like, yay, I'm glad you think that. Hopefully the rest of the world thinks that. But just the way that she said that, like, asked me that question, and like how panicked she was, like, I just thought it was super hilarious and really, really funny. But yes, I praise the Lord for how far my skin has come, and I praise the Lord for makeup, which helps to enhance how far my skin has come and deflect from the past. Because we don't want to live in the past. We want to live in the now, right? Yes. Amen. Hallelujah. All right. So moving on to the eyes. I'm trying to drink all this coffee so I can do my lips on camera, because I'm really excited, because I'm trying out a new color from ColourPop. I got real excited just now. And I'm going to be wearing Dr. M, which is like a greenish, tealish kind of color. Hopefully it comes off green because, you know, Christmas. But I already know what I want to do for my eyes, so I'm not going to do any highlight today, even though I've been loving my highlight lately. I'm just going to keep the skin how it is, kind of natural, fresh. So for the eyelids, I'm going to be going in with one of my favorite all-time colors from Wet n Wild, from one of my favorite all-time palettes from Wet n Wild, which is the I'm Getting Sunburned palette. All of a sudden, I just got like really out of breath. Getting old. Alright. And we're going to be using this bottom really beautiful gold color, and I'm going to be applying that all over my lid. Using this e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. This may end up being a Christmas look, or it could be end up looking like a teal and plum look, because I plan to use a little bit of plum in my outer V to deepen up the crease. So we'll see what happens. We shall see. But I really love this gold. And it does have some fallout. It's very glittery, so there is some fallout. So that can be my highlight, whatever fallout happens naturally. Which reminds me that I need to text Jackie and see how her Black Friday retail experience went. I'm kind of liking just the simple gold though. Like this simple color. And I may not do the plum in the crease. I know I'm going to blend it out with something matte, but it's going to end up being a little shimmery because I've already applied this to the lid first. So I'm literally applying this all over the lid. Time for the other eye. See, look how this matte velvet's performing. It looks so much better just applied directly to the skin. Sometimes you just have to keep working with your products to see what they work best with, because I really don't like wasting product. And I also don't like to give things a bad review because there's usually a way to make it work for you and your skin and what you want out of it. Or maybe some things you didn't expect to get out of it. You can make a product work, or at least try. Because there really are no rules to makeup. I just kind of see a little bit of a line right here on my forehead, so I'm kind of blending that out. So I think today I'm just going to wear my antlers. I'm not going to wear the gloves and everything. I need to wash all that stuff. I'm going to wear all black today too to work. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. I just feel like my schmuck needs to be washed by like Sephora. You know, the Sephora uniform. And I've already got an all black outfit picked out, so I'm excited about that. Well, I've chose 2 options because I like to have options. I like to give children options too. It makes them feel a little bit more in control. Even though you're limiting the control they have because you chose the options that they have. That's a trick if you're a teacher. Alright, so I just love this gold. It's not doing justice on camera, but it's really, really, really pretty. Like, it's one of my favorite gold lid colors. I think it's just, it's not too much and it's not too subtle. I don't know, I really, 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 really like this gold. So now we're going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made Palette. And we're going to take this BH Cosmetics 122 brush, which is like a domed, kind of fluffy brush that's good for working in the crease. And we're going to take the color Hot Chocolate, which is a nice matte brown shade. And we're going to use that just to define the crease a little bit. We're not going to do anything too crazy. It's just there to, you know, define the crease, contour the eyes. And by using this brush, you're going to get a nice color payoff. And this brush is also really, really good for blending because the less amount of pressure you use, the better it blends. And then you can use more pressure to get more color. Which is kind of true for any brush, but this one works especially well in the small eyelid region. And you see how that just like adds a little something something. Deepens up the crease, just, you know. I feel like this is a nice little like high school eye look that I'm doing so far. Like this is something appropriate for a girl in high school. It's super soft. It's almost like something you could do with like the Naked 2 palette or the Naked 1 palette. Or the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Weezy palette. Just a gold on the lid and a deeper brown in the crease. Super simple, super easy. 2 eyeshadows, you're good to go. Add some mascara, go to class. But what we're going to do is add a little bit of a burgundy red color to the bottom lash line because, you know, this is a Christmas makeup look because, you know, I work in retail and it's the holiday season. And it's only 10:23. Praise him. I was late yesterday. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be there at 10 or 9:30, so I got there at 9:45. Do not follow my example. And our schedule is always subject to change, so it's like kind of nerve-wracking. Like, do I go now? Should I go later? Do I need to? What do I need to do? I'm still working with that matte hot chocolate shade, just defining my crease. And blending this all out. You guys know I like to do kind of like a cat eye shape. I'm literally just blending this all out, the edges, making sure it's nice and soft. And that is it for the upper lids. I'm just going to take a little bit of the gold that we use on our lid to highlight my brow bone using this same brush and a very light hand. So the only reason we use the Self-Made palette for that matte shade Hot Chocolate to apply in the crease. Now I'm going back into this Wet n Wild palette, the I'm Getting Sunburned, and taking that beautiful gold that we applied all over the lid, and I'm just using the same brush that we used to apply the Hot Chocolate to the crease, taking a little bit of a shadow and using that to highlight the brow bone. Ever so slightly. And then making sure to kind of blend the two together, blend it down. Alright. So we are done with the I'm Getting Sunburned palette now. Put that away. Now it's time to go on to my Perfect 22 Colors Absolute palette from my local hair store in Sumter. And you guessed it, we're going to mix this burgundy shade with this red shade, this matte red, and this, well, it's kind of lightly shimmery, this lightly shimmery red and this deeper burgundy. We're going to apply that to the bottom waterline, lash line. Lash line / waterline. We're going to apply it down there. Using an e.l.f. small angle brush, because this works really, really well for this. So I'm going to go into the burgundy first and then into the red. Really more focusing on the red color. And of course, if you want this look to be more fierce, you can add a wing liner. I'm still debating if I want to or not. I don't think so. I'm not really a huge wing liner fan. I had a little phase a couple weeks ago where I was just wearing a lot of wing liner just because, I don't know, I just felt like it, but I think that phase is over now. So we are literally just applying this to the bottom, lash line / waterline, mixing those two colors together, but really focusing on the red shade. I think this is like the only sort of reddish shadow that I have. I could use a blush, but I feel like this works just fine. And you really just want to smoke it out to your liking. I don't like it to be too smoked out. I just want it to be apparent and obvious that there's red down here. She tried to be Christmassy. That's what I want people to think when they look at my eyes and my face. I also love seeing what my coworkers come up with. So you keep doing this until you get the look that you desire. Ooh, I looked into the light and I got temporarily blinded. Alright, so I think I'm almost done with this. I do have it in my waterline, which has like intensified the color some because it got a little damp from my eyeballs. Alright, so we now have some red down there. Cool beans. Now it's time to highlight the inner corner. And for that, I'm going to be going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills MIZZOU palette. I look so strange without eyebrows. The struggle. This is the MIZZOU. And we're going to be using the color Legend, which is right here. It's a nice shimmery champagne with like a golden undertone to it. And we're going to use that to highlight the inner corner. And I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics 118. It's just a pointed brush. Again, we're using the color Legend. When I die, oh my gosh, I'm a legend. I don't think those are even the words. Well, that's the song that came to my head. Are those the words? I don't even know right now. I'm so all, like, random as of late. Alright, so I don't like the way this is looking. It's looking like very white, even though it's more of a like golden champagne color. So we're going to mix a little bit of topaz with it from this palette, which is this color right here. Hopefully you can see that right there. And this should help to, or not, make it less white looking and more golden looking. If not, that's okay too though. C'est la vie, such is life. Is that what that stands for? Alright. We're not going to spend too much time on this because homegirl ain't got no time. Now what I'm going to do is take my powder brush and get right under there and kind of get rid of any excess. There we go. Now I'm going to take this brush and just go over my face. You guys know how I like to do. Get rid of any excess oil, which there hasn't been too much. There was just a little bit on my nose, on the tip of my nose. Brush those brows down because I'm going to do those off camera. But right now, this is how the eyes are looking. I think it would look really pretty with a wing liner, except I don't really like to do wing liner. So if that's you, if you like wing liner, you add wing liner to this. I'm just going to add mascara and brows to it, but that's really all I would plan to do for the eyes. Gold lid, deep brown in the crease, red on the bottom lash line, because for the lips, like I said, I'm going to be wearing this this is Jellies, which looks teal in the packaging, but when I saw people swatch it on their lips, people closer to my shade, it dried deeper to like an emerald green type color. So that's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, if this looks teal, this is going to be hilarious. A hilarious Christmas fail. So let me go ahead and tell you what I think about these ColourPop liquid lipsticks. They tend to flake. I do like them, but they tend to flake and peel in the center of my lips. So I don't like that. It gets kind of frustrating because once it starts, it just keeps going, and it's just like, ugh, I need to take this off. Again, this is the color Dr. M. And I'm applying this kind of slow because I want to be very precise with it. And with liquid lipsticks, I like to cover my entire lip. Like, you know how you have that little brown part that's like technically like the edge of your lip? Or like the outline of your lip? I like to cover that too. So essentially we're going straight from lip to face. There's no that little line on the edge. Some people would consider that like overlining your lips, overdrawing them, but I don't go over, I just cover it. And you can see how that's drying to a really nice color. It looks kind of green. Right? Right? Just say yes. Yeah, right in this area is where it tends to flake after a couple hours. And it's just really frustrating. Especially if you talk a lot like I have to at work. And on the upper lip, I kind of went outside the line just a little bit. But that's okay. Oh yeah, it looks a little green. I feel like when I wear a lip this bold, like I need eyeliner. And I have time to do it. Yeah, I'm just kind of adding a little bit more in places. Alright, let's do it. I'm like running out of liquid eyeliner. And just to keep in line with like a little bit of red, I'm going to put on a little bit of red blush from my Beauty Treats Matte Blush Palette. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this one right here, which is a nice red color. And I'm going to use this e.l.f. complexion brush just because it's big and it's fluffy. Oh! Just right on the apples. Dusting off whatever's left over. And we need to blend that out a little bit. Like I said, I focus this right on the apples of the cheeks and I'm blending it up towards the hairline. Just for a little bit of color to the face and a little bit more red to the look. Of course, this side comes out more intense. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. I drank all my coffee. Great. So for eyeliner, I have some eyeliners here. This one's the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. Let's see if it works. If it's dried up, I don't even know. Ooh, this is like super dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I throw this away. Let's see this one. I think this is from Black Radiance. The name is rubbed off. Ooh, this one's still liquidy. I don't even know what type of liner I'm going for today. So I think this color is teal. I thought it was like an emerald green. I'm pretty sure it's teal, and my bottom lash line looks like orange off camera. Well, like in real life. So this is Christmas kinda. I already see a little flaking because my lips have been so dry lately. I think my only last hope to really make this look Christmassy is if I take some lipstick and apply it to the bottom lash line, which I've done before. Y'all have seen me do that before. I just haven't done it in a long time. This wing liner is kind of a fail right now. I'm over it. Okay. So I have a very short wing, but it's there. I think this liner is like drying up now. Like it had a good run and now it's just like, I'm done. Oh no, there's a little bit more coming out. Alright, so I'm just going to flick this out some. There we go. Like so. Yeah, this look took a turn for the interesting. So what I'm gonna do is take this NARS Cruella birthday gift that I got from Sephora, where do I work? And because this is like a pencil type thing, and I really like this color red, I'm just gonna apply that right onto where I applied that shadow. Just to make it more red, obviously red. It looks almost like my eyes are bleeding. We're bleeding Christmas. My eyes bleed Christmas. And that's definitely going to intensify the red down here. And I'm not going to apply any like mascara down there either. We just want people to see red. I'm interested to see how this looks in natural light. You see how that just like, boom. Made that way more intense, which is what I want. I need it to be more intense. Because everything else is intense. And I have this yellow t-shirt on to catch water from my hair, but I think I can take it off now. Alright, time for wing liner on the other eye. I did about a medium wing, I guess you could say. Yeah, this is like kind of sometimey. There we go. This lighter. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it's not. Now comes the fun part. Trying to get the wing liner to match. Oh gosh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh gosh. We just took this liner from dyes from medium, subtle, pretty to extreme. Real quick. We went from 0 to 1,000 real quick. Look at this. What? I'm so over this wing liner now. This side just wouldn't cooperate. And I don't know a fast, quick, easy way to clean it up or to make it smaller. This side's okay. This side's not okay. Let's see. I'm going to take... Okay. Oh gosh. Things are going well. And they kind of stopped going well. Alright, so as you can see, I just used that little cotton swab that I used to apply my toner. I used that to remove a little bit of this eyeliner. And it took off a little bit of my foundation too, but that's okay, because it matches my skin pretty well. So I'm just going to go over that area now with the powder brush. And now I'm just going to fix this wing liner, hopefully. For real this time. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's not as bad as how it was. This one's still a little bit longer than this one, but at this rate, it's okay. So this is the almost completed look. I'm starting to feel like I'm having one of my episodes where I just need to sit down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I'm going to sit down for a few minutes, finish up my makeup, get dressed, and head to work. Yeah, you can see this one's just a little bit longer than this eye, which really does bother me because I want them to be equal. But sometimes your wing liner just won't let you be great. Alright, so I'm just going to do my brows, add mascara, and that'll be the end of this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me Christmas gone wrong sort of look. This is supposed to be green. It's kind of like a bluish teal, but that's okay. We're going to roll with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you want to see the completed look, of course, check out my Instagram and Snapchat. Also, thank you to my new subscribers. Hey. Bye, YouTube.